Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. It's a beautiful new day, a beautiful new week, an opportunity to do something different, to change the trajectory of your life. If it's somewhere you want to go, something you want to do, imagine what that would look like. I hope you had a lot of opportunity to rest and to sleep and to fill yourself up, to feel fulfilled, and take the time to rest. In Neville Goddard's little book, Feeling is the Secret, his chapter 2 is about sleep. Sleep, the life that occupies 1/3 of our stay on earth, is the natural door into the subconscious. Last week, I talked a lot about the subconscious, and Neville says, assume the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of your objective, and the subconscious is moved to build the exact likeness of your assumption. If your subconscious is building the exact likeness of what you're thinking about, what you're focusing on, what you're dreaming about, it's really important to get a clear picture of what it is that you want, because your desires are not subconsciously accepted until you assume the feeling of their reality. Think about prayer. When you pray, you're speaking to God, to universal intelligence, to your higher self, to the creator of the world. And you're saying, please help me. I want this. I want that. I want to be healthy. Send love to people that bother me. When you get so emotionally involved, this person has a terrible disease, please help them. When you get so emotionally involved, your prayers become answered. Your prayers are always answered, but they can be what you don't want if you focus on fear and anxiety and doubt and worry and trying to push out of your life what's bothering you, trying to push out of your life what you don't want, trying to force something to be better. But Neville tells us your desires are not subconsciously accepted until you assume the feeling of their reality, but only through feeling is an idea subconsciously accepted. And only through this subconscious acceptance is it ever expressed. Mastery of self-control of your thoughts and feelings is your highest achievement. However, until perfect self-control is attained so that in spite of appearances, you feel all that you feel all that you want to feel, use sleep and prayer to aid you in realizing your desired states. These are the two gateways into the subconscious. Sleep occupies 1/3 of our stay on earth. So it is the natural door into the subconscious. So it is with sleep that we're now concerned. The conscious 2/3 of our life on earth is measured by the degree of attention we give sleep. Our understanding of and our delight in what sleep has to bestow will cause us, night after night to set out for it as though we were keeping an appointment with a lover. Job 33 says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. It is in sleep and in prayer, a state akin to sleep, that man enters the subconscious to make his impressions and receive his instructions. It's so important. You might want to, before you go to sleep, write down what you truly desire. If you've been practicing writing what you're grateful for and writing what you really dream, wish, hope, what you've actually set a goal to attain, you might want to start writing that before you go to sleep. And then we program our subconscious mind while we're sleeping. Neville Goddard says, in these states, in the state of sleep, the conscious and subconscious are creatively joined together. The male and female become one flesh. The male is the conscious mind and the subconscious is the female. The two minds become one. The male and the female become one flesh. Sleep is the time when the male or conscious mind turns away from the world of senses to seek its lover or subconscious self. Especially if you're having trouble closing your eyes and blocking out the sounds and the sights and the smells and the tastes of the world, and just spending time in quiet solitude, spending time in meditation. Sleep is particularly important then. Sleep is the time when the male or conscious mind turns from the world of sense to seek its lover or subconscious self. The subconscious, unlike the woman of the world who marries her husband to change him, has no desire to change the conscious waking state. But the subconscious loves it as it is and faithfully reproduces its likeness in the outer world of form. Whatever you program into your subconscious mind through repetition, through emotion, through feeling as if, that becomes your reality. Neville Goddard suggests the conditions and events of your life are your children formed from the molds of your subconscious impressions in sleep. They are made in the image and likeness of your innermost feeling, that they may reveal you to yourself. As in heaven, so on earth. Those are Bible quotes from Matthew 6:10 and from Luke 11:2. As in heaven, so on earth. As in the subconscious, so on earth. Whatever you have in consciousness as you go to sleep is the measure of your expression in the waking 2/3 of your life on earth. Nothing stops you from realizing your objective, save your failure to feel that you already are that which you wish to be, or that you are already in possession of the thing sought. Your subconscious gives form to your desires only when you feel your wish fulfilled. The unconsciousness of sleep is the normal state of the subconscious. Because all things come from within yourself, and your conception of yourself determines that which comes, you should always feel the wish fulfilled before you drop off to sleep. You never draw out of the deep of yourself that which you want. You always draw that which you are. And you are that which you feel yourself to be, as well as that which you feel true of others. What you believe about other people is true in your mind. Other people only appear to be as you think they are in your own thoughts and feelings. To themselves, to other people, to the rest of the world, they might present as completely different. Neville goes on to tell us, to be realized then, the wish must be resolved into the feeling of being or having or witnessing the state sought. This is accomplished by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The feeling which comes in response to the question, how would I feel were my wish fulfilled, is the feeling which should be monopolized and immobilize your attention as you relax into sleep. You must be in the consciousness of being or having that which you want to be or have before you drop off to sleep. Neville says, once asleep, man has no freedom of choice. His entire slumber is dominated by his last waking concept of himself. It follows, therefore, that he should always assume the feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction before he retires in sleep. Come before me with singing and thanksgiving. Psalm 95:2. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and enter into his courts with praise. Psalm 104. Your mood prior to sleep defines your state of consciousness as you enter into the presence of your everlasting lover, the subconscious. She sees you exactly as you feel yourself to be. If, as you prepare for sleep, you assume and maintain the consciousness of success by feeling, I am successful, you must be successful. Lie flat on your back with your head on level with your body. Feel as if you would, were you in possession of your wish, and quietly relax into unconsciousness. He that keepeth Israel shall never slumber nor sleep. Psalm 121:4. Nevertheless, he giveth his beloved sleep. He giveth his beloved sleep. That's from Psalm 127:4. The subconscious never sleeps. Sleep is the door through which conscious waking mind passes to be creatively joined to the subconscious. Sleep conceals the creative act while the objective world reveals it. While you're sleeping, you impress the subconscious with the conception that you have of yourself. What more beautiful description of this romance of the conscious and subconscious is there than that told in the Song of Solomon? By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth, and found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and I would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived me. Preparing to sleep, you feel yourself into the state of the answered wish, and then relax into unconsciousness. Your realized wish is he whom you seek. By night on your bed, you seek the feeling of the wish fulfilled, that you may take it in with you to the chamber of her that conceived you, into sleep, or the subconscious which gave you form, that this wish may also be given expression. This is the way to discover and conduct your wishes into the subconscious. Feel yourself into the state of the realized wish and quietly drop off to sleep. Neville Goddard goes on to say, night after night, you should assume the feeling of being, having, and witnessing that which you seek to be, that which you seek to possess, that which you seek to see manifested. Do you know you've always heard people talk about never going to bed mad, always making up with your spouse before you go to sleep? Well, Neville Goddard says, never go to sleep feeling discouraged or dissatisfied. Never sleep in the consciousness of failure, because your subconscious mind, whose natural state is sleep, sees you as you believe yourself to be. And whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, your subconscious mind will faithfully embody your belief. You're going to bed discouraged or dissatisfied becomes your reality, because your subconscious will faithfully embody your belief. As you feel, so do you impress your subconscious mind, and she, the perfect lover, gives form to these impressions and outpictures them as the children of her beloved. Remember, Neville Goddard is calling the conscious mind the beloved of the subconscious. In the Song of Solomon, thou art all fair, my love, there is no spot in thee, is the attitude of mind to adopt before dropping off to sleep. Disregard appearances and feel that things are as you wish them to be. For he calleth things that are not seen as though they were, and the unseen becomes seen. That's from Romans. To assume the feeling of satisfaction is to call conditions into being which will mirror satisfaction. Signs follow, they do not precede. You know, that's why it's so important to keep stating your affirmations, keep writing out your goal, keep studying, keep pretending that you already have your wish fulfilled. In your mind's eye, see it. Feel it so strongly. It doesn't matter what's going on the outside. It doesn't matter if it looks like nothing is happening. The signs follow your belief. Like when you plant a garden, when you plant your garden, the seeds take time to sprout, to take root. Then you start to see evidence popping up through the dark earth that something is coming. And then at the harvest, you don't think back to when you first planted that little tiny seed. If you give thanks for the harvest, for what it is that you truly desire, for seeing in your mind's eye what that beautiful crop is going to bring you, you have faith when you plant that little tiny insignificant seed that it is going to blossom into a tree that bears untold numbers of fruit, whether it's an apple tree or a stalk of corn. It doesn't matter what you plant. Once it is nurtured and grows, it becomes that which was buried. You must get a clear picture of your goal and know what it is you truly desire, and spend as much time as you can feeling how it will feel to have that, to be that, to be doing that. Neville Goddard says, proof that you are will follow the consciousness that you are. It will not precede it. You are an eternal dreamer, dreaming non-eternal dreams. Your dreams take form as you assume the feeling of their reality. Do not limit yourself to the past, knowing that nothing is impossible to consciousness. Begin to imagine states beyond the experiences of what you experienced in the past. Whatever the mind of man can imagine, man can realize. All visible objective states were first invisible subjective states, and you called them into visible by assuming the feeling of their reality. The creative process is first imagining and then believing the state imagined. Always imagine and expect the best. Your world cannot change until you change your conception of it. As within, so without. Nations, as well as people, are only what you believe them to be. No matter what the problem is, no matter where it is, no matter whom it concerns, you have no one to change but yourself. And you have neither opponent nor helper bringing about the change within yourself. You have nothing to do but convince yourself of the truth of that which you desire to see manifested. As soon as you succeed in convincing yourself of the reality of the state sought, results follow to confirm your fixed belief. You never suggest to another the state which you desire to see him express. Instead, you convince yourself that he is already that which you desire him to be. Realization of your wish is accomplished by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You cannot fail unless you fail to convince yourself of the reality of your wish. A change of belief is confirmed by a change of expression. Every night, as you drop off to sleep, feel satisfied and spotless, for your subjective lover always forms the objective world in the image and likeness of your conception of it, the conception defined by your feeling. the waking 2/3 of your life on earth ever corroborates or bears witness to your subconscious impressions. The actions and events of the day are the effects. They are not causes. Free will is only freedom of choice. Choose ye this day whom ye shall serve. From Joshua 24:15 says, that is your freedom to express the kind of mood you assume. But the expression of the mood is the secret of the subconscious. The subconscious receives impressions only through the feelings of man, and in a way only known to itself, gives these impressions form and expression. The actions of man are determined by his subconscious impressions. His illusion of free will, his belief in freedom of action, is but ignorance of the causes which make him act. He thinks himself free because he has forgotten the link between himself and the event. So there, over and over and over, Neville tells us, as in consciousness, so on earth, as above, so below, as within, so without. This morning, as you go into your day, feel what it would feel like were you already in possession of your dream goal. You know what it looks like. You get clear, you write it out, you say, I am so happy and grateful. You write down details of what it is you would love to have or be or do. But the feeling is what brings it to you. Taking the time to get into the feeling that you would be feeling if you were already there. Feeling that as you go into your day, feeling that it's already accomplished before you go to sleep at night. Feeling is the secret. The most important part of setting a goal, deciding what you want, getting clear on what you would love to be or do or have, that's all well and good, but getting into the feeling of why you want it, how it will be once you're there, feeling as if it's yours now. That's how it comes to you. That's how ideas, resources, people, circumstances all come together to fulfill your goal, to fulfill your dream. When you believe it on a subconscious level, that means you are so programmed to feel as if it's already yours that you don't even need what it is to show up, because in your mind, in your heart, you're already there. And the physical, the reality, the manifestation of the goal is the last stage. Write your goal as if it's already accomplished. I am so happy. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This or something better. And let your subconscious mind show you evidence, reveal the truth. Your outside world is always a reflection of what's going on inside. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Feel as if, and go to sleep tonight feeling as if you've already accomplished your goal. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.